a marathon match. And of course, Siegemund was playing those tactical games. You know, she was time wasting a little bit. She was, getting a little bit agitated, getting the umpire involved. She does all those things. And Ayala, mentally strong throughout, just kept her cool and just played the game. And that's what she did very, very well in this one, which could have easily gone to Siegemund. I mean, again, like I said, chances were there. But let me know in the comments below. How's Ayala going to do against potentially Swiatek?
There's to be no escape act in the second set for Laura Siegemund. Terrific point.
In a thrilling three-set match of the Miami Open 2026, Alex Ayala defeated Laura Siegemund with one of the most emotionally intense and mentally tough performances of her young career. This was a test of poise, endurance, and mental toughness against one of the most contentious rhythm-breaking players on the circuit, not just a tennis match. It was obvious right away that this contest would be difficult. Ayala was ready for both the rallies and the psychological struggle that frequently accompanies confronting Siegemund. Siegemund, who is well known for pushing the boundaries of time constraints, interfering with the flow, and continuously confronting officials, attempted to turn this into another of her signature mental battles. Her strategies appeared to be working early on. Ayala appeared to be the superior player in the first set. She was calm, astute, and confidently leading the rallies. Siegemund, however, started interfering with the rhythm with frequent pauses, grievances over crowd movement, and abnormally lengthy service routines. Every time Ayala began to gain momentum, something would break the match's rhythm, and an annoying stop-start struggle replaced what ought to have been a seamless set. Siegemund dragged the game into a tiebreak despite being outplayed in parts, and as usual, she took advantage of the broken rhythm to grab the set. A young player would have been easily frightened by this pivotal moment. But things got considerably worse at the beginning of the second set. Siegemund abruptly took a lengthy bathroom break, leaving the court for almost 12 minutes, just as play was about to restart. The time cooled the contest and upset Ayala's rhythm once more. Many players would have lost concentration or poise at this point. Here, Alex Ayala revealed her actual power. She reset herself mentally rather than emotionally. She refrained from arguing, complaining, or letting her displeasure get the better of her. Upon Siegemund's return, Ayala returned to the court with an entirely different attitude, resolute, composed, and focused. The second set turned into a declaration. From the initial games, Ayala dictated play, refusing to allow the delays affect her. She maintained her own rhythm, attacked with assurance, and managed the tempo. Siegemund made another attempt to slow things down, but it was ineffective. Ayala gained control and applied pressure game by game. She eventually won the set 6-3 by maintaining her composure and seizing crucial opportunities. Siegemund appeared to be out of answers for the first time in the match, as the momentum had entirely changed. As the third set began, the struggle was more about mental toughness and endurance than it was about tennis. Could Ayala keep her cool in the face of repeated interruptions? From the beginning, the solution seemed obvious. Ayala appeared to have a complete understanding of Siegemund's strategies. Despite lengthy games, repeated deuces, and additional attempts to divert her attention, she maintained her composure. Siegemund attempted to involve the umpire once more, citing distractions and protesting about spectators entering. However, the officials rejected it this time. They were aware of what was going on, and more significantly, Ayala remained focused despite everything. She avoided getting sucked into needless drama and focused on the game, point by point. Every game became into a test of patience as the game went over the 3-hour mark. Siegemund kept extending the intervals between points, but Ayala matched her stamina without becoming agitated. She maintained her discipline, waited for her opportunities, and seized them when they presented themselves. Ayala made her breakthrough at the appropriate times, just like in the second set. She achieved an amazing comeback. Triumph by sealing the match with another 6-3 score. It was a victory based on mental tenacity as well as technique. Ayala gave a strong yell of triumph as soon as the match was over. She let go of all the tension and self-control she had been carrying during the game. After suppressing her feelings for more than 3 hours, she finally let it all out. Siegemund's response, however, conveyed a different message. She simply gave a quick, clumsy handshake before turning to leave, having spent the entire game attempting to control the tempo with delays and interruptions. There was obvious annoyance but no recognition of the conflict. Siegemund's behavior is nothing new. Tennis fans have witnessed similar circumstances in the past, such as her contentious U.S. Open encounter against Coco Gauff. There were numerous delays, time violations, and altercations with referees during that game as well. Here in Miami, history seemed to repeat itself as the audience saw right through it. She claimed that the audience and referees were biased against her at the moment. Laura Siegemund sobbed throughout the press conference, clearly shaken by her loss. She attempted to present herself as the victim, claiming that Coco had mistreated her in addition to the audience. Siegemund attempted to change the story in an effort to win people around, but everyone already knew the truth. Coco had already exposed the truth by calling out the umpires and her own unjust actions.
Less than a 0 because they treated me bad. Like, they treated me like I was a cheater, like I was, like, trying, sneaky ways to win this match or something. They treated me like I was a bad person. But, there are people who are throwing rackets, who are screaming, who are, like, making bad gestures.
However, Ayala's reaction was the primary distinction this time. She maintained her coolness and avoided becoming entangled in the drama. Rather, she let her game speak for itself. Ultimately, the truth was evident despite Laura Siegemund's attempts to portray herself as the victim. The audience wasn't duped when Ayala revealed the deceptive strategies Laura had attempted to employ during the game. Everyone could see Laura's attempts to break Ayala's flow and slow down the pace, and her attempts to dispute the umpire's harsh treatment only served to emphasize how desperate she was. Ayala not only won the match, but also defended honesty and justice in the face of Laura's attempts to portray herself as the victim, and in the end, Laura Siegemund's attempt to control the situation failed, and it became evident that the crowd had taken Ayala's side. This win is noteworthy not only because Ayala moves on to the next round, but also because of the way she handled the circumstance. She showed maturity and mental toughness at such a young age that many seasoned athletes find difficult to sustain. She remained ready since she knew exactly what she was up against. She was prepared for the interruptions and did not allow them to impact her performance. What sets decent players apart from great ones is their ability to remain composed under duress. Moving forward in the Miami Open, Ayala has more than just a victory. She also carries self-assurance, faith, and a developing reputation as one of the tour's most mentally tough competitors. Although there is still a long way to go, performances like this demonstrate that she is prepared for the challenge. Not only did Ayala win this match, but she also shown that she belongs on the big stage. If she keeps up this mentality, she has the potential to do far more than anyone could have predicted. This encounter will ultimately be regarded as more than just a triumph in the second round. It was a pivotal moment that demonstrated Ayala's maturity, self-control, and mental toughness on one of the largest stages. Ayala not only survived against a player who was known for upsetting rhythm and trying patience, but she also adjusted, maintained her composure, and overcame everything. Champions are created by performances like this, and if she can continue to manage pressure with such poise, this is undoubtedly only the start of something truly remarkable. There are still a lot of rounds in the Miami Open, but one thing is for sure. The tennis community is now keeping a close eye on Ayala after she made her announcement. What were your thoughts on this fierce conflict between Laura Siegemund and Ayala? Do you think Siegemund's strategies went too far, or were they just a part of the game? And how impressed were you with Ayala's poise, particularly at such a young age, maintaining her composure under continual pressure and emerging victorious? Is the Miami Open going to be a pivotal moment in her career? And after a performance like this, do you think she will advance further in the competition? Please share your opinions below. Was this the birth of a future star, or just a victory?